Hey everybody, this is Phoenix Down, and welcome back to Let's Play Final Fantasy VI. In the last episode, a little birdie told us that Cyan could be found here on top of Mount Zozo, and now the swordsman from Doma has rejoined the group and is waiting for us back on the Falcon. We'll be heading over there to join up with him shortly, but before that, I have one last little thing to do here on Mount Zozo. You'll notice that there is a little switch there on the floor. I need to go step on that. Now, if you're new to the game, you may want to pass up on this until you get more party members, you get some better equipment, learn some new skills and everything, because when you push this switch, it opens that treasure chest and a dragon comes out. Oh crap. Yeah, this is a rough one. I'm going to quickly go into my setup real quick, because that dragon will gradually get closer to me as it circles around, and once it touches you, you get stuck into a battle. So I'm going to start things off by having Celeste do some healing. Let's just touch up the party. Alright, we're all healed up. Don't worry about losing the vanish status, or the clear status, because the boss's first move will remove that for you. So anyway, let's see. I also gave Celeste the running shoes instead of the ribbon because I don't have to worry about status ailments for this fight. And I want her to be able to move as quickly as possible. I didn't do that for Sabin because I want Bum Rush to be as powerful as possible with the 2 earrings. Setzer has the haste spell, so his first turn will be used to cast that on Sabin. And everyone else will just work on keeping us alive, pretty much. This is considered one of the toughest bosses in the game, I believe, at least on this version of the game. I mean, you can use Vanish Doom, but, well, that wouldn't be any fun, would it? Okay, one more time around and we're gonna get into a boss battle. Against the Storm Dragon! Oh boy, alright, we got the preemptive strike, that's great. That gives us a little bit of advantage. He is immune to pretty much all status ailments, so we can't like slow him or stop him or anything like that. And he is wind elemental, so do not equip the ice shield, because that will cause his wind elemental attacks to do double damage to your party, or at least the character that's holding the shield. So I'm going to have Setzer cast haste on Sabin. Edgar, well, you just defend for the moment. Alright, Sabin, you start off with a Bum Rush. Celeste, well, I'm going to have you be on standby. Oh wow, he actually opened the battle up with a regular fight command. I don't think I've ever seen that happen. And he counterattacks too, by the way. Okay, I'm going to have Setzer cast haste on Edgar now. He usually uses the rage attack when he opens the battle, which is a non-elemental attack that hits all party members. So I'm off to a good start. Hopefully this isn't going to be like I'm not going to try to get my hopes up too high. Alright, here comes Wind Slash. Sabin will be okay, but everyone else is going to take some damage. I'm going to have Setzer do some healing for the whole party. Edgar do drill. Celeste is going to be on standby for another Cure 2 casting. Following up Setzer's. Alright, got another Bum Rush going. The attack script for the Storm Dragon will change soon. Okay, I think Edgar's actually going to die. So I'm going to have him... or Celeste cast Life. Setzer cast Cure 2. And we'll just have to make do with what we got. Okay, Sabin... whoops. Ah, crap. Right. Okay, almost screwed up that Bum Rush. Alright, good block. Good block, Setzer. Yeah, this took me a few tries to beat. I was trying to do a strategy where you use the Rasp spell to completely deplete all of the boss's HP. Or MP, I mean. It won't kill it, but it will prevent him from using Wind Slash or Rage or when he changes his battle script, he uses Arrow and Cyclonic. Here comes crap. Okay, that's why I had Celeste on standby. Edgar managed to block it. I'm actually gonna have Edgar follow that up with his own Cure 2 and Setzer. Why not? Let's do a 7 flush. Sabin, prepare another bum rush. This should finish the fight with Sabin here. If Setzer doesn't do the trick, Sabin should, hopefully. Alright, here we go. Are we going to be fortunate? Are we going to defeat the storm? Yes! Alright! Whew! This guy gave me so much grief. You know, I tried doing the rasps technique with, it was a strategy I saw in GameFAQs, and I thought it sounded pretty sound. Yeah, it's kind of a redundant thing to say, but it seemed like a good idea, but he just kept wailing on me with wind slash and physical attacks and the rage attack, and just wiped me out each time I tried that. So, just going the brute force route, that worked just fine. We got 10 magic points, Celestial and X Zone. We got a force armor. This is, for this version of the game, this is good. I'm going to, well, first we got a little message. The 7 dragons are left now. If you remember back in Albrook, there was a scholar guy that talked about 8 mysterious dragons that sealed away a secret power. Well, the storm dragon was one of the 8. So that's 1 down, 7 to go. We'll be taking care of those guys soon enough. Anyway, going into the menu, let's check out that force armor. Look at that, a 30-point boost to magic block. That's very nice. In this version of the game, that is great. Even though the physical defense is less than the crystal mail, and probably even less than the diamond armor, I mean, it's worth it for the magic block because of the whole evade bug and everything. So you give that to Celeste, you can remove one of the enhancers and give her the Aegis shield, and she'll have like 99 magic block, maybe even over 100 at this point. Really good. I think the maximum you can get magic block is 128. So yeah, we're almost there. Max out that and you'll be almost untouchable. Just about. Anyway guys, I'm going to go meet you back on the Falcon. I'm going to rearrange my party and prepare for the next location. And we're back aboard the Falcon. Yeah, I made that fight against Storm Dragon look a little bit easier than it usually is. I just got kind of lucky because he didn't open the battle with that rage attack, which is a big multi-targeting, non-elemental, barrier-piercing magic spell. Does about as much damage as the wind slash was doing. So yeah, it was just fortunate for me that he didn't do that to me. And I also neglected to mention, I don't quite remember, I think I forgot to mention that he is weak to bolt magic. So if you have bolt 2, or if you sequence breaked and got bolt 3, that would be an awesome move to use against him as well. I didn't have that at my disposal, and I kind of forgot about it at the time. I could have had Setzer cast it at one point, but whatever. Anyway, after doing Mount Zoza, we got ourselves another party member. We got Cyan back in the group. And he, at his current level, he has a new sword tech, the Empowerer. It's basically a combination Drain Osmos technique. It absorbs enemy HP and MP, based on the difference of your current and max of both of those hit points and magic points. And it has its uses. It's a level 5 sword tech, so it takes a little time to prepare, and you do not want to use it against undead enemies, or else you're just asking to kill yourself, basically. So now that we have that at our disposal, we got Cyan. I figured I'll give him a little bit of showtime in today's episode. Now, one thing I didn't mention before, now that we're starting to get our party members back, their levels that they join the party with are, I believe they're determined by Celeste's level, and possibly factored in with like Edgar and Setzer's as well, because they're like the 3 characters you absolutely have to have before you get the Falcon, and you can start searching for everybody. The story dictates that you have to have those 3. I mean, Sabin's optional because you can pass up to Zen. And so all the characters from now on that we get to join the party, their levels will be scaled to match that. I believe they match Celeste's. But again, it could be an algorithm like the average between the 3 characters I mentioned. But there is one exception, and he is the character I am going to go after today. So I'm going to lift off. I'm going to find my way this way. So all the way across the world. To this big patch of land over here. We have the Veldt. Yeah, I remember this music. Oh, yeah. This is also why I have a party of 3 members, because there's an open slot. Because Gao is now wandering around the Veldt again, as Cyan said in the last episode. So we're gonna battle some enemies and see if Gao will show up. If it takes a while, I'll just skip ahead to when he shows up. But yeah, the reason why Gao's level does not scale with everyone else's is because there he is. But it's because once you get the Falcon, that's basically the trigger for his level. Whatever level Celeste is at when you get the Falcon is the level that Gao will have. And so if you get every other party member in the entire game before Gao, his level will still be like level 28 or whatever. Or whatever it was that I had when I got the Falcon, 27, 26. But yeah, this is pretty much the extent of it. This is a little disappointing to me, actually, because Gao, he just joins your party like he does like any other time you find him on the Veldt. He just appears out of nowhere. It's like, hey, I'm your friend, let's travel. And that's about it. It's a little disappointing. You'd expect there to be a little bit more of a, it's been a year, it's great to see you, Gao, kind of feel. But anyway, Gao's here. Now what I'm going to do off screen is I'm going to spend some time on the Veldt because it's been a while since we've acquired some new rages and we've fought a lot of monsters in the meantime between then. Since the World of Balance fell and traveling this far into the World of Ruin. I'm going to spend some time getting some rages for Gao, then I'll meet you down, I don't know why I'm pointing at the screen, but I'll meet you down, by this cave right here on the screen. So I will see you guys in a little bit. Two hours of real time later, and I still didn't get all of the rages that I was after, but I got most of them, so I'm content for now. I can come back to the Veldt anytime, really, and try again. It's just, now that we're later in the game, there's so many monster encounters that it takes a while for the monsters you're looking for to show up, and some of them are more rare than others. It's a bit of a pain, really. I mean, I know there are ways to cheat the system, like saving and resetting the game, and it changes up the encounter rate and everything, because it's not random. There's like fixed cycles on the Veldt, and you can and those are randomly determined. So once you get into the right cycle, you can find the enemy that you're looking for if you know what you're looking for. There's guides on Game Facts about that, but it seems like, I don't know, it's a little complex. Maybe I'm overthinking it, but for now, I just roamed around on the Veldt. I kind of cycled around my party members a little bit and started teaching everybody some more magic, since you don't gain experience and levels, so I worked on some of the Aspers that don't have stat bonuses when you gain levels with them. So some of my party members have almost mastered everything that's at their disposal right now. I think Celeste and Cyan are pretty much, they pretty much mastered just about everything except maybe the Drain spell. But anyway, without further ado, let's go over my setup and everything real quick. Yeah, Celeste I've decided to let take a break. She's been active ever since the start of the World of Ruin. She needs the rest. She's been running around like crazy. Anyway, I spread out my magic blocking equipment amongst the 4 party members. Everybody's got decent magic block right now based on what I've got. Same with relics. Cyan has the experience ring, or the experience egg, I mean. Since I figured I might as well start working on him. Setzer's at level 30, so he's doing good. Gao, he's doing fine. He'll be fine even if he's lower level. He's got earrings equipped. So let's go over some of the rages I acquired. I'm gonna try to do this as quickly as possible because I know this can take a while. Let's see, I got the Ninja Rage. This is a pretty good one. It's probably the best water elemental rage attack in the game, I think, or at least until toward the end of the game itself. Does a water skiing, and it also gives you float and poison absorption. We got the Orog. It's an undead monster from Daryl's Tomb. Gives you Pearl. Also makes you undead, so you absorb doom and take damage from healing. Let's see. Some of these I got by mistake because they just kind of appeared when Gao was returning. Got the Osteosaur. Like with the Orog, it makes you undead, but this one gives you X-Zone. This helps speed up my time on the Veldt quite a bit because I could just wipe out entire screens of enemy with a single attack that way. Let's see, Ursus, I think I just got that one just because. Chimera, this one gives you Aqua Rake. The second best water elemental attack in the game, or at least for this point. And it's also wind elemental, so there's flying enemies that it's good against. So just keep that in mind, it's dual elemental. It also gives you a lot of status protections, instant death protection, I think, and a couple other things. We got Behemoth. This one gives you the Meteor spell. Non-elemental damage against all enemies. Very nice. Misosar. This one's a good one. It gives you Step Mine and lets you cast it for free. You know, because the MP cost for that gets pretty expensive as you progress into the game. So that's pretty awesome, and its damage is always fixed based on the number of steps you've taken. Let's see, Geomantis, this is another good one. It gives you Shrapnel. This is a magic-based attack that does more damage than a level 3 spell. And it has a chance of hitting one or multiple targets at, you know, it's random because it's Gao, unfortunately. Let's see, Ing, this gives you the Life Shaver ability, which lets you, it's an Earth Elemental attack that basically functions like the Drain spell. That can come in handy. I probably won't use it, but I got it just because. Let's see, Power Demon. This is another undead monster from the Daryl's Tomb. This one gives you Flare. It can be reflected, but it's a powerful non-elemental attack. Very nice. I think it's non-elemental in this game anyway. I know it is in others. Peepers. These are the those little mole-type enemies at the solitary island that basically died because they have the seizure status and they only had like 1 HP. This gives you Pearl Wind or White Wind, depending on what translation you're playing. If you haven't taught it to Strago yet, that's one way of getting it. Let's see, what else? Zombone. Okay, I wanted to get this one in the World of Balance, but couldn't find it. This gives you Condemned, another lore that you can teach to Strago. So that eventually I'll be doing that whenever I get Strago. The Ridden from the Mount Zozo. These guys give you the Landslide attack. It's a move that can be done with Mog's dances on the Earth Blues dance. It's a non-elemental single target attack that does quite a bit of damage. I think it rivals level 3 spells, I think. I was about to say X-Ray, but I don't think there's anything special about that one. Let's see, what else? Deep Eye. These guys have an attack called Dread that functions. This is, I believe, where they got the name Dread for that status, that basically you can kill certain enemies that are immune to instant death by petrifying them. Even though most petrify spells do check for instant death protection when they do it, like Shout and the Break spell. But Deep Eye has a move that ignores that, so you can kill certain enemies that you normally wouldn't be able to with that, so it's something worth keeping. See, I don't think Grenade's anything special. Still, nope. Scrapper. This guy gives you auto haste and the Elf Fire attack. That's pretty good. Let's see, anything else? Let's see, Lich, that gives you fire protection. Yeah, that's about it, okay. So not too bad, we got some good rages. There are some others that I'll be coming back to the Veldt fairly soon to get. Again, I'll do all that stuff off screen, but let's check out the cave in the Veldt. This is a very short dungeon, we can get through this today. What the? I just heard a dog. Is that who I think it is? Is that Interceptor? That might be Interceptor. You're coming with us? I don't quite get what that line means. Anyway, there's nothing in that door over there. And we have a new enemy, the Toe Cutter. Okay, well, since Gao's turn is first, let's check out one of his new rages. Let's go after, let's see, where is it? The Geomantis, or Gilomantis, whatever. Let's see Shrapnel. Alright, let's see this. I'll just prepare, nice. Over 3,000 HP damage, not bad at all, considering the levels. Alright, Setzer learned Rasp. Yeah, I've got Setzer with Zone Seek right now to learn those spells. I'll give that back to Sabin soon enough. Yeah, that one doorway would have just taken you to that open space down there with nothing there. Oh, we got some thieves. Alright, let's show off another new blitz. Let's go for the Water Edge with Ninja. Not bad, not bad. And we've taken him out, not bad. And Setzer learned Osmos. Alright, I think he still has to learn Shell. Let's go after this treasure first. We got a Rage Ring. Okay, this is a relic that cannot be equipped by any of my current party members. There's one character in the game I don't think we've even seen yet. Well, we may have seen, but we haven't had joined the group yet that can equip that. Yeah, why not? Let's take a quick look. Alrighty, let's... Go down here to the relics. Yeah, press L and R. You can scroll down pretty quickly. Let's see. Rage Ring. I may have missed it. It's at the top. There it is. Equip on Sasquatch and Sasquatch. But it absorbs fire and it nullifies lightning elemental attacks, but only a Sasquatch can equip it, which is an odd choice for a party member, if you ask me. Yeah, those toe cutters. There's only one other random encounter in this dungeon, so most of the battles are going to get edited out. The three recently went hunting on the Veldt, and they saw some weird kid dressed all in hides. So, yeah, they were talking about Gao. Reduce the number of people in your party if you want to approach you. Yeah, we already did that. We kind of figured that out. Now, this is an interesting little tidbit of information. In the forest north of the Veldt dwells a frightful dragon. I suppose no human could ever defeat it, but oh, how free we would be if someone could. Now, this is not one of the 8 dragons like the Storm Dragon was a part of. It is a random encounter that we will deal with eventually. Not anytime soon. So anyway, let's press onwards. Just remember that for later. It is the most powerful random encounter in the entire game. Okay, now we're in this little dark passageway. Anyway, figures. I get into a fight and I have Setzer actually get a slot command outcome that I haven't gotten to demonstrate yet. And then Gao finishes the fight before he can use it. Oh well. It was the triple bars. I think that's like a random summon from an Asper, even one that you don't already have. Anyway, in this treasure chest, we have a monster in a box. Crap. We have the Aloe Ver. This is a really deadly enemy. I am going to go with Osteosaur for this one, because he uses Doom. And Cyan is dead. So I'm going to cast Revive on him. Yeah, it doesn't work on Gao because he's using Osteosaur as a rage, so he's undead. I'm going to use Bum Rush. This might be enough to take him out, otherwise I'm going to have to do one more attack. Not quite. Nuts. Okay, well, Revive Sabin. Hey, what? No, what are you doing? Alright, let's do a sword tech. I guess I could have tried to fight command to see if Cyan would do his desperation attack. But well, this dispatch should finish him off. If you don't finish him off quickly enough, he will attack you 4 times with Atom Ray, a very powerful fire elemental attack. We probably would all die if he did that. Anyway, for defeating Oliver, we get the Tiger Fangs. Now, due to an error in the programming of the game, Oliver was intended to be a monster that appears on the Veldt, but he does not appear on the Veldt after all. So this is the only Tiger Fangs in the entire game you can acquire, and it is Sabin's best weapon in this version of the game. You can get a better claw in like the Game Boy Advance version. But anyway, let's give him the Tiger Fangs. Look at all those stat boosts. And his battle power is even better as well. It's non-elemental, by the way, so you don't get to exploit any special strengths through that. Alrighty, yep, we're doing alright for ourselves. Yeah, I didn't rest it in. I probably should have did that. Yeah, the toe cutters have a random chance of dropping poison rods. Not that I care too much about that. So anyway, let's press onward down here. In this room, I think there's a greater chance of encountering a rarer monster in this dungeon, but I don't care that much about it. It's a palette swap of the Chimera. Alright, just press onwards even further. Is there something up there? No, there's nothing up there. Go down here, we got another passage. We got this weird little barrier. Yeah, I hope you guys like the Bum Rush, because we're going to be seeing a lot of that. Anyway, down here we have ourselves another treasure chest with the Striker. Now, there was an NPC that mentioned that there was like a scary looking guy over at the Coliseum that was interested in that weapon. So we might just have to hold on to that until then. Alright, Setzer has learned the Shell spell, so I can finally switch him to a different Asper. Let's see, what hasn't he worked on yet? Let's see. Yeah, I may as well give him Showed, I guess. Why not? In the meantime, though, I'm going to switch Sabin over to Zone Seek for that Magic Power +2, I mean. That'll definitely come in handy. How's Gao doing on Stray? Almost learned Float, not that I really care, because, you know, he just does his own thing anyway. Oh, I gotta pull the switch still. There we go. Now the path is open. The way forward has been opened. Open up this conventional looking door and... Shrapnel is so good, but hey, look at that. There's Interceptor, and that looks like Shadow laying there. Looks like we might have ourselves another party member. Now, if you did not wait for Shadow on the floating continent when you were retreating from the apocalypse and everything, or you know, that would be a different character laying there, but I'll go more into that later. And we got a save point. Let's rest up real quick. I think we got enough time for a boss battle. Well, you know what? You know, we already had a boss battle in today's episode. You know what? I'm gonna meet you guys here, and next time on Let's Play Final Fantasy VI, we will go and check up on Shadow and Interceptor, see if he's okay, get him out of here. And I guess I kind of already spoiled it. And we might have a boss battle. So this has been Phoenix Down, and I will see you guys next time.